Hello,
Hey there.
Good morning.
and welcome to episode 231 of Come Get Your Podcast. I'm your host, Adam.
I'm Dustin.
Chris.
How we doing, gentlemen?
Fantastic.
What's good? What's going on?
Doing
Actually
good.
got a good night's sleep finally.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's the best.
I did make the mistake though of like I woke up in the middle of the night. I had to go to the bathroom and I went to lay back down and I should have checked my phone, but I did. Saw some D23 news and then I had a hard time
Getting back to sleep.
Had instant FOMO.
I was like,
That'll
damn
happen.
it.
That'll happen.
Why did I look at my phone?
But you got back to sleep though?
Eventually. Next thing I knew was 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah. Was that after you looked up some stuff? You're like, I have to?
I didn't even plan to look it up. It's not like I woke up and was like, I gotta check out T23. I just like
Right.
looked, I
You
just went to like
picked up
Reddit.
your phone.
I went to
Yeah.
Reddit and it was like the first thing, and I'm like, what happened? And I saw it, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then I put my phone down, and I'm like, well,
I
Shit.
didn't realize D23 was happening this weekend.
Yeah.
Shows
me
you where I'm
neither.
at.
Me neither.
I did, but that's only because I've been very Marvel focused lately.
Yeah.
It's your new obsession.
It
I noticed
is-
that.
it
I
is.
noticed that with the Plex.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Adam made mention of that too, and I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of Marvel stuff in there. And
I was like, oh, Spider-Man. Oh, there's more.
Here's all the X-Men movies.
here's all the X-Men movies.
Which, Chris, I'll tell you, seeing all those made Katie and I go through. I was like,
Hell
fuck
yeah,
it. I'm
bro.
putting on the first X-Men. Then we watched X2. Then we watched the third one. Then we watched First Class. Then we also watched Days of Future Past. I was just like, I'm just going to rip
Here's-
through a few of
Do
these X-Men movies.
you know what happens to a toad in a lightning storm?
Here's
Same
thing
thing
as
that happens to
everything
everything else. Yeah.
here's
I
just-
said that line to Katie before it came out, and I was like, that line's in this movie. It's so ridiculous.
Here's the last 10 or so things that I have on my upload queue right now that I've recently put on Plex. WandaVision, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumanium, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Age of Ultron, Watchmen. It was there, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. I'll do
Did you get the
Watchmen.
director's cut?
I got the ultimate cut. I did.
Okay, good.
Nice.
Winter
That's
Soldier.
actually a good movie versus the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to redo Winter Soldier because a lot of the movies I had previously were like very old and the quality wasn't there. So a lot of
bet.
things I have already had, but I had to like re-get.
Yeah, reacquire.
The Loki season 1 and 2, Shang-Chi, Eternals, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Wakanda Forever, regular Guardians of the Galaxy, and then Ted Lasso's back. So I got Ted Lasso, but yeah, man, it's a Marvel world for me. What can I say? But I like it because I think I've been watching a lot of new rock stars, and I know I shared that with you guys the last time. And like I've been listening to their they have a series they're doing called Road to Doomsday, where they watch previous movies, the X-Men, MCU, and stuff, and they kind of like explain like how they believe that's going to tie into Doomsday, whether the movie and also like they kind of go into like the comics, you know, the Secret War comics,
Yeah.
and stuff, and like how that could go into it, and like, man, it makes me really hyped. Like I never knew, like I always knew Doctor Doom was like people loved him, but like, man, I didn't realize like how fucking
Yeah,
that dude's ridiculous.
Yeah, he is the villain of the Marvel universe. Yeah.
Yeah.
That dude's legit.
Saying it for years.
One thing I will say though, as I've been watching, like as we watch through all those X-Men movies, is like such a like I love Halle Berry.
Yeah.
I love the character Storm. But Jesus Christ, do you guys have to nerf her so much in all those movies? That's a powerful mutant, man, that could
She's Omega level, right?
yeah, Omega
she?
level, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I thought so.
So, I mean, as far maybe I'm wrong, but I could have swore she's an Omega level mutant. So, like, it's like Professor Xavier level. Like, she could just stop this stuff. That's fine. She shoots lightning.
This is not a spoiler for X-Men 97, but there in season 2, there is a moment where they're all playing poker. And fucking Jean and Professor Xavier are playing with them. And I'm like, you could not pay me enough money to play
Yeah,
poker against
you
these
cheaters.
two people.
You can read my mind, you son of a bitch.
Like, this is
cheating.
unfair, guys.
It's cheating. Professor, get your finger away from your temple. I know what you're doing. You son of a bitch.
Anyway.
I did recently watch Days of Futures Past, though. Good.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
Yeah.
I did enjoy it for the most part.
I would say that one's actually
those Sentinels, though, man.
pretty forgiving.
Yeah, and you just have to accept that how they change it, because it should be Kitty Pryde that goes back in time.
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain. Not Wolverine, but that's fine. They need Hugh Jackman to do all that. That's cool. I'm a Wolverine stan, so I mean, it makes me happy, but I get people that have issues with that movie. I understand.
I'm not gonna watch the Dark Phoenix though. I refuse.
No,
Same thing with Apocalypse. Like, you can...
I've seen Apocalypse.
Same.
It sucks.
I've seen Dark Phoenix.
I forgot about
think
Apocalypse. I'm not watching that either.
I think I started Dark Phoenix, and it was just like, guys, this character is
Not
so cool that you guys are just destroying right now. I mean, they did the same thing in X3. Like,
Yeah,
that's not the character. I mean, she is evil, but not. She could just take the whole thing out if she wanted to. It's really whatever.
She literally blew up a planet.
Yeah.
Isn't the Phoenix like the most powerful entity?
The Phoenix Force is...
Correct.
Okay.
It's like the power of the universe. Like, it's just
basically.
Yeah. Like, she is almost unstoppable. I think if you wanted to get any like more powerful, you'd have to start going to like the Marvels, like crazy, almost like creator level, like God, like literally there's a god of the Marvel universe. Like, there are certain tiers that like
Yeah. His name is
you get up to a
Franklin
certain point, it's like,
Richards.
yeah. So it's like, but yes, essentially the Dark Phoenix is like, I don't know how you would stop her.
Yeah.
I just don't know how you'd stop her.
I'm in the middle of like, obviously in this Marvel craze, you know, that I'm in. When I'm watching the movies, I'm also like, afterwards or even during, I'm like looking into the production they had on the movies and like why they came up with the stories and things like that. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. But yeah, I don't really know that much about X-Men. So it's good. It's good.
I was gonna say, you're definitely in for a treat. I am curious how they're gonna do it with the MCU.
Yes.
Because it is gonna be different than the comics. It already is different, right? So, and I'm fine with that. Like Katie and I have talked about this. Like, anytime we were watching the MCU, being that stuff, like, I did read some of these comics as a kid, like, knowing that they're not comic accurate, they're stealing some storylines and some plot points, and they're just kind of doing it their own way. I just look at it as like it's like an alternate universe. It's just an AU.
The only disappointing thing I have for that is it being an alternate universe is like, it's that the MCU Earth is still called 616, while the comics Earth is also called 616. So it's like,
Yeah,
clearly they're separate, right?
they are. I just think it's like that's their way of like a subtle nod to those of us who read the comics and were aware of that.
Because that's
I
a
think
sacred
that's
timeline.
all that is.
Like 616 is sacred timeline. Like shit,
Yep.
you know, like,
That's the timeline you spend the most time in
yeah.
when you're reading the comics.
But I'm also curious on how they're gonna do mutants in the MCU. Like, why did Jean Grey just all of a sudden, you know, show up? How did that happen? I know people are theorizing that something with Thanos' snap like awakened, you know, the mutant gene in people. You know, but how will that
the
work?
X gene.
How will that work if they do introduce like Magneto or Professor X, who are older, right? Like,
Yeah.
How do they have? Do they always have their powers? And like, how did that come into play? I don't know.
I mean, I think the easy answer to that is that it's going to be like an incursion. Like, it's their own universe. In their universe, there have been mutants. Then it's gonna there's gonna be an incursion into 616, and then that's how we're going to explain these older mutants. Whereas like the younger cast that they're announcing, I think are like to what you're saying, because I didn't know. Maybe that's what they're doing with the Thanos snap. I could see that. Like,
that's not what's happening. That's just a theory that people are having.
Right.
Okay.
But it's just, you know, because like if you look at the Fantastic Four, right, they come from 828, right?
Yes.
Like in the 616, it's the same technology's not there. It's not like world peace and blah blah blah, all that, right? So it's like I don't know. I think it's going to be 3 universes, 3 different multiverses bumping into each other, and then we're just going to get the combination of all that. And then once it's done, we are now going to have the younger mutants within the 616 universe. That's what I think is going to happen.
I mean, that's what happened in the comics, right? That's how Miles Morales
got
into.
Well,
Right.
Don't we already have mutants in the 616 universe with Kamala
Yeah.
and some other?
I mean, technically,
things?
yeah. I mean, technically, yeah.
spoil
Like,
me.
because they straight up, yeah. I mean, they if you watched, was it Miss Marvel?
Miss Marvel was the
show,
first time they
right?
did. They said mutation, and they played that little X-Men
Mutation.
theme.
Correct. Like straight up, the first time they've actually said the word. Where you're like, okay. So I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do it because, like, to your point, if they've always been there, then they've always been there. And why haven't we not heard anything about it? And how are you going to get it, that many mutants that quickly unless they are like the first generation that now we've got mutants?
I mean, they'll figure it out, or they won't. Honestly,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
pretty
It might
sure
be
they'll
one of those.
figure
Yeah,
it out.
yeah, it might be one of those things where they explain it and we go, that's
okay.
But then you just kind of accept it and go, okay, where are we going to go with it?
Yeah, that's all that I ultimately really care about is like,
Yeah. Because, like, and again, I don't know. I'm assuming we don't want to get into too many spoilers of Brand New Day, but great movie. I thoroughly enjoy
Well, if
it.
we're gonna talk, if we're gonna talk about D23 stuff, we're gonna spoil something.
Okay, that's true.
Like
That is
Probably.
true.
we'll put up a
But-
big spoiler alert before
Yeah,
we really get
but like
into it.
in Brand New Day, there's a lot of questions I have about how they're going to do this, like what they're doing, where they're taking it.
Do we want to throw up that spoiler warning right now?
It may not.
Probably. I
It may
mean,
not be a bad idea.
I do want to say quickly beforehand. I unfortunately for Misty, she had watched Brand New Day and everything, and then was like pumped for Doomsday, and I was like, you should probably watch Fantastic Four as well because that's going to be a
go ahead.
major
It really
thing.
It's a huge
And it's really good.
part.
And so she watched Fantastic Four with me after having watched Brand New Day, and I was like, this is really unfair to the Fantastic Four movie because like it's
Yeah.
the best Fantastic Four movie, but you watched it directly after
Yeah.
fucking Brand New Day. Like, I'm sorry, like we're not doing this justice.
Yeah, because it's like Fantastic Four is also a very comic booky movie.
Yes.
But there's some things that happen in that movie where you're like, yeah, something that ridiculous would happen in the comic books, and you just have to accept it.
And again, when you put them directly back to back with each other,
Yeah.
one is a much clearer, better movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just movie.
Yeah. Which does suck because the Fantastic Four movie is good. I do think that
I
movie's
really
good.
like it. Yeah. My only gripe about Fantastic Four movie is like, Mr. Fantastic's power. Like you don't really get to see him stretch and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, but it's like he does more. Like when Galactus was like stretching him out and stuff, and it's like no, he's more powerful than that in the comics and stuff. I know that. So
He's
I don't
definitely
know.
more powerful, but where he's more powerful is that he's just so
Yeah.
goddamn smart.
yes, yeah, and he thinks about all scenarios and everything,
Correct.
even the bad ones, and he doesn't want to. Like in one of in the comics for Secret Wars prior, I just watched a YouTube video explaining the comic series Avengers, like One Last Time or End of Time or something. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but
Yeah.
one of a note his daughter passes to read is like, you're not going to win, but you need to figure out how not to lose. And I was like, well, that's a pretty powerful message. Mm-hmm. So
Okay. Spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers incoming.
Do you want? I don't know who's editing this episode.
I
If it's
am.
me, I would say if it was me, I'll try to figure out what the timestamp is to when we're done, and we can throw that in the description. But anyway, spoilers for the MCU at large. If you care about that kind of thing, you can tune out now and come back to whatever the timestamp is, or we'll see you in the next episode.
Yeah, just be prepared.
Yep. Okay.
Go for Spider-Man. Dustin, hit it up.
Who wants to do it? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that Jean Grey is flat out in Spider-Man Brand New Day is massive. Massive. I mean, the fact that you're dropping one of the most popular X-Men characters of all time just as initially the pseudo villain of Brand New Day is an interesting choice. I'm cool with how you introduce her powers and her backstory. I think, Chris, you and I have talked about this a little bit. I did not remember a time in the comic books in which she had a sister named Sarah. I know that.
I think she did, but I don't think it was like a massive. From what I looked into, she was introduced at some point, but it was like in the 70s.
One storyline from around then that in the Silver Age, I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe Golden Age, I don't know.
Is it? Okay.
Like, it's a long time ago, but in our version of the 90s X-Men where we really started paying attention, I don't think she ever came up.
Yeah.
I can remember.
Because I was telling Chris, I was like, I know that she was cloned, which I think that's in season 1 of X-Men 97,
yes,
right?
Right.
They hit up on that story, which is the story. Yeah, that's the story I remember from, like, that I've heard. And maybe I'm misremembering that from the comics, but I remember that Mr. Sinister is very in tune with cloning. I mean, if you look at Mr. Sinister's backstory, like he was a scientist from the 1800s who's obsessed with figuring out.
Yeah, didn't he, like,
you know,
is he grafting or maybe not?
I don't remember if he's grafting. I just remember that he made a deal with Mephisto, which basically gave him, you know, eternal life.
Mephisto
and now
is in the MCU now. He was introduced in Ironheart. Sacha Baron Cohen plays Mephisto.
I have not seen Ironheart, so
Neither have I, but
yeah,
I heard about that.
So yeah, I mean, but just like introducing Jean Grey as the character, is massive, showing the different abilities that she has, which was fun in Brand New Day, and the fact that they were straight up setting that up as like she's brand new to figuring out her powers.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. You like that? It is a brand new day.
Brand new powers, brand new.
So, and I do love that at the end, like you see her on a bus, like, and she's
And you also
Clearly going to the Xavier.
she is clearly going to upstate New York.
and people are probably over analyzing that scene specifically, but you see her reflection, and people are like, "Is Madeline Pryor? Are they foreshadowing the cloning?"
We're way too early to have Madeline Pryor be a thing.
Yeah,
way too early, guys.
That would be wild. I mean, the fact that you've got Adam Driver announced as Mr. Sinister, which was theoried.
Oh, I did not know that. That's a good choice.
I wasn't announcing that.
Yeah,
I wasn't
sorry.
going to talk about that yet, but yes, Adam Driver was announced as Mr. Sinister.
Oh,
yeah.
You don't have to apologize to me. This is why I didn't want to talk about it before we started recording.
He showed his announcement. He did his announcement on a video on D23, and he's like, "I'm playing Magneto." Oh wait, that's not right. Who am I playing? And then he said that he was Nathaniel Milbury, which is Mr. Sinister.
Mr. Sinister, which is a great casting.
Great casting.
I love Adam Driver.
I love him. It does make me question what Mr. Sinister we're gonna get.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're gonna get the flamboyant-esque, seemingly cross-dressing. I love
Probably
that
not-
Mr.
probably
Sinister.
not that one.
He's fantastic.
Probably not that one.
But probably the more serious, literally sinister villain, which will be fine. I just hope we get some moments out of
And
him.
that'll be,
But-
I'm assuming, for the X-Men movies. Nothing in the current scope of things.
Right. But it's like, so if you're going to have Mr. Sinister, are we going to get into the cloning story? Or are you guys going to avoid that?
So,
I
yeah.
could get it. Why you would want to avoid that. That may not go over well.
That's why I was
in a
mentioning
cinematic experience.
That's why I was mentioning why people were foreshadowing that obviously before the announcement that he was playing Mr. Sinister. But it's like, after watching X-Men 97, like I know that's the story, like a storyline with Mr.
Correct.
Sinister is that he
Correct.
cloned Jean Grey, replaced her at some point. That
And it's
turns
Scott's fault.
and
It's Scott's fault,
Scott's
right?
fault, and she turns into Madeline Pryor, Goblin Queen. That not knowing that story at all, and then watching that on 97, I was like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Yeah, dude. Where you're like, how you're not gonna bring this to theaters? Like, you can't. Like, this is what we talk about when it's like comic books are great, but man, do they have some storylines that are just like fucking batshit,
Yeah, like this-
bonkers.
The Secret Wars,
Yeah.
the Secret Wars comic, and it leading up to Secret Wars, I'm like, "There's no fucking way they can even do a fourth
No,
of what they're showing."
no. Well, you can do so much more in comic books than you can on the screen.
100%, yeah.
You know, you have to adapt it for a bigger audience.
With the exception of course, animated.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course,
yeah, yeah.
exactly. And that's why in X-Men 97, it's like, we already have that story. You've already shown it. Like, I don't need you following what X-Men 97 does. There's plenty of stories out there for X-Men
I
that
would
you
say
can
with
pull
animation, it's so much easier to do page to
Yes.
screen
Yep.
from. Yes.
and everything. But I don't know. If it depends how. I mean, like the Madeline Pryor tangent is a very serious thing. Like, I don't know. I could see them doing it, but not in the next couple movies of X-Men. I
Yeah.
would say it'd have to be a long, like maybe the
I
end of
wouldn't
the
want.
trilogy.
I wouldn't want
Yeah.
them to rush into that. Yeah. No.
No. You need to establish these new characters. You need to establish all that. You need to establish Mr. Sinister as a villain who maybe is not necessarily always the biggest villain. Kind of like in the Spider-Man movies where you got Doc Ock and Green Goblin and all.
Yeah.
Like, you kind of need some of that. But I mean, I do know that Mr. Sinister is absolutely obsessed with Jean Grey and Scott
Yeah.
Summers, like DNA. Like, he is obsessed with those two. So that should be an integral part. I don't know if we're going to get Cable, like, because as you start to go down some of those storylines, like, that's where Cable comes
Yeah,
in.
yeah,
and then
yeah.
that's a lot of jumping around through time. And you can get really crazy with some of these stories.
Well-
Whereas if you're starting with, like, literally the X-Men First Class, like, I don't think they announced anybody playing Beast, but, like, I know Beast
there's
is a
been
part of the
ru-
first
There's
X-Men.
been rumors of Beast, but Beast was not announced yesterday.
Right. Angel, I didn't see.
No.
I don't believe, right? He's a
Just
part of that
jump into
first class.
Archangel.
Do you
Yeah,
want,
exactly.
do you want
but
me
like
to-
initially we got Angel, right?
do you want me to
So-
tell you who the cast is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw it announced who they did announce, at
Okay.
least at D23.
Okay, yeah, it's just a D23 announcement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So starting
Alright,
off, oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was say what is it? Because I'm in the dark.
That's what I'm gonna go off to the list. These are the people they have officially announced for the X-Men reboot. So starting out, which was two characters that were already announced prior. You have Kit Connor as Scott Summers, Cyclops.
Yep.
And you have
Yep.
Samara Weaving as Emma Frost.
Yep.
Fantastic. I don't know about
Great
Kit Connors that much,
casting.
but Samara Weaving, holy shit,
Great casting.
great casting.
Great casting.
Christopher Abbott, who I don't know if you're super familiar with, that is Aubrey Plaza's husband, and he was in the Werewolf movie a couple years ago, which was pretty good. I watched that. Professor X.
Okay.
Maya Boyd, not a super known actress. I think she's pretty unknown. Storm.
Yeah.
And then
Has she been in anything?
I looked. I have her Wikipedia pulled up, and she's only been on stage. She's been in Merrily We Roll Along, and Juliet, and Joe Turner's Come and Gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
She
I was gonna
has
say I'd never heard of her.
she has not been in anything else.
Good. I
So
like that.
I like it too. Now this is the one where I'm a little bit conflicted, and I already announced this to Adam, earlier, so it's not a spoiler for him. But Indy Navarrete from Obsession is Rogue. I don't
Yeah.
know how I feel about that. However, Anna Paquin was Rogue in the X-Men movies, and it's not like she was Rogue, right? Like the
Yeah,
comic
no,
Rogues.
you watch exactly. You watch X-Men 97.
Yes.
That's Rogue.
Yes.
That is Rogue.
So
the character.
I think of
so.
I think of Rogue as the show Rogue, and I think a large majority of people also probably feel
Yes.
that's Rogue. So with her, I'm like
Yes.
questioning it, but seeing her obsession, I know she's got range, so we'll see. But I can't see her saying, "Hey, Suge," I just can't see that. I don't.
Hey, Sugar. I don't know. Yeah, dude. Sugar.
And then obviously
Come on, chef.
Sadie Sink is Jean Grey. but that was
Yep.
already announced as Spider-Man.
Anything-
Yeah, and I don't think she came out on stage, right?
She did.
Did she?
She did.
She
Oh,
did.
did she?
Okay.
Okay.
The only person not on stage was Adam Driver, and he did a film. He was apparently at the Pinewood Studio, and it was a jokey announcement. But yeah, he first announced jokingly that he was playing Magneto because that was heavily rumored that he was
Yeah.
going to play Magneto.
He would have been a good Magneto too.
Would have been. To kind of switch gears for
Yeah.
a second. When it comes to the new Spider-Man Brand New Day, assuming we get a trilogy, like this ends with the one more day storyline, right?
I'd assume so.
And that's
It
how we
has
get
to.
Tom Holland to send off.
Yeah,
I think so.
I'm assuming so,
Yeah.
and I don't know if like Tom Holland will ever officially send off completely. I think there are ways that they can, bring him back, obviously in some capacity. But I think
Oh, I'm not
he's-
saying like he's dead.
No, I'm not saying.
send off.
I didn't say you said that.
I was just saying like he's retired.
Yeah, I know.
So-
I didn't. I'm just saying like I don't think he'll ever like be a fully like retired. I think he'll come back in some capacity somewhere, kind of
Like Robert Downey
like
and
Robert
Chris
Downey
Evans.
until you're 90.
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
But I'm pretty sure they're gonna bring in Miles Morales to be the new Spider-Man. I like.
Yeah, I
why
mean,
not?
if you watched the post credit scene of Brand New Day, it shifting off Earth and then out into space.
Hey man, people think that's Tobey Maguire, bro. Just so you're aware.
No. I immediately thought, okay, we're talking about incursions.
Yes.
That's why it's catching this thing out into the universe because we're getting closer to the incursions, and I think that's Miles Morales.
Possibly.
Like I flat out think that's
Could be
Miles.
Miguel.
Could be.
Since
That
he's
is true.
Spacey.
It could be.
Now, also going with Brand New Day, how do we feel about Peter Parker essentially making the mutant collar?
Yeah, that when I was when I was watching it and it was like Universal Inhibitor. Oh, Peter.
Yeah.
I immediately go, okay, so that's what the Sentinels are going to get. That's where we're starting to get into the mutants. This is where we're going to start trying to
Yeah.
do the Secret War. It's such a brilliant entry into what that's going to end up meaning down the road. It's fascinating to see that it's going to be Peter that was like at the crux of the like, why did you create this? What is wrong with you?
Yeah, because you got to imagine that's going to weigh on Peter. Like,
Yeah, that's going to have it's going to have
Implications.
yes,
and then
it's going to be bad.
Tramel Tillman, Bill Metzger, I feel is essentially MCU's Sebastian Shaw. Am I incorrect to think that?
I was thinking it more of like Trask is where my brain went.
That could be it too. Maybe I'm confusing the two. It's possible.
Yeah, I mean Trask just has more
Well,
to do
Trask was
with
the
like the Sentinels.
Yeah, Trask
and
is the scientist, so Bill Metzger is not a scientist. He's like a.
That's true.
That's why I think that's why I think he's not Sebastian Shaw verbatim, but like a version.
It could be Shaw.
Kind of
I could see
Sebastian
that.
Shaw.
Weren't they doing Sentinels in WandaVision?
Did they do Sentinels in WandaVision?
They alluded to it. I don't think like they outright had it, but I thought they were alluding to it, and like something about the Sentinel. Like there was like a Sentinel program,
I'll let you know in a few weeks when I
and
rewatch it.
I was Trask in that? That's what I can't remember.
In WandaVision? I don't remember Trask being in WandaVision. No, the only reason I was thinking that more along the lines of Trask is just the fact that like damage control is they're
Yeah.
going to change to like especially in how they set it up in Brand New Day is it's like they are going to be the forefront of trying to attack this mutant / superhuman
Well, they did that,
problem, quote unquote.
and they did that previously prior from Brand New Day and Ms. Marvel because Damage Control had their drones targeting Kamala.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't know if they'll retcon this or explain it. Like, was it because of her mutant gene that's why Damage could target her, or is it just because she is enhanced or a hero or whatever?
Yeah, I don't know because like in Wanda, because you're talking in WandaVision, right? When God, what's her name? Remy? What's her name?
Rambo.
Yeah,
Monica
Rambeau goes through the wall, right? Which I think alters her DNA.
Yeah. The bubble.
Yeah, the bubble. So then I don't know. And then of course I haven't watched that in so long, but then it's like at the end, right? Doesn't she wake up in a different universe and Hank is right there, Beast.
Yeah, at the
Like
end
Kelsey
of-
Grammer. Like like what? Hi.
Oh, hey.
Hey, how are you, dude?
Yeah, it was a post-credit scene for the Marvels,
Yeah.
right? I think.
Was he President
Yeah.
Beast?
I think it was just.
Was he
I think
president?
I think he was just in a like a. Lab
He was in like a
coat.
lab, right? Yeah.
I couldn't. It's been so long.
But yeah, I mean, it's been so long, and like they just dropped that on us, and you're like, guys, are you gonna do anything with this? Pick this up.
Is there a way where Tramel Trellman is going to be this version of Stryker? And
That
he
could
starts
be
the
it, too.
X program?
No,
I could see that.
I
I mean,
I don't know if he would start the X program. I think you. I don't think you. I don't know. Maybe.
I could see that being an avenue.
Yeah, there's a few there. I can definitely see where you're saying that. Like,
Well, because at first I was like,
taking
I don't
that,
think he wants.
now we need to harness it.
I don't think he wants to do that. But then I'm like, well, he's repurposing villains, the Hand in Brand New Day, to
Correct.
be, tools for
Correct.
his disposal. That's what he wanted to essentially do with Jean Grey, is use her gifts to,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make a soldier.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I guess that is very possible. It makes. I mean, it's the thing that they can do so much. Obviously it's a reboot.
Yeah.
So sky's the limit.
Lot to play with.
Yeah.
I just it's pretty good. I think I'm confident in what they're doing. I think Disney as a whole, because I'm going to include Star Wars in this as well, has learned as like quality over quantity.
Well, you
Oh, for
hope so.
sure.
It seems like it, and you hope that sticks.
Yeah.
And then they cancel Wonder Man. And they go,
yeah.
what happened to the quality here,
Yeah, man,
guys?
like, that was
that first season was awesome.
Yeah, that was such a great show. It's so sad. But maybe whatever vision, being the discernment person I am, maybe their vision for the future didn't include what they were going to in Wonder Man. Maybe that was an old story,
It could also be scheduling
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, I guess that's
contract
true.
stuff. Like, I don't know. Like, they could maybe, instead of them having another series, they're wanting to film them in some movie stuff first. Like, it could come back. Like, you never know.
When did WandaVision come out?
2020?
Yeah. Okay. So I was gonna say 4 years ago, but 6 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm happy that we're getting another more Vision, but like, why has this? I mean, maybe the pandemic maybe played a part in it, really delayed some things.
Writer
but
strike as well.
that too. But it's like, guys, we've been sitting waiting to find out what's going on with Vision for years, and now we're just throwing him into another show.
Well-
and it's like,
The plan for Vision Quest has been around since,
has.
I think, after WandaVision finished.
it just took that long.
Well, I
Yeah.
just really think that leadership changed at Disney. This is me being all Marvel-esque in the last couple of weeks. So this is the new things I've learned. Leadership changed at Disney, and the previous CEO was just like put stuff out on our streaming service. Push Disney Plus, subscription service revenue, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And then that person either got fired or stepped down, and Bob Iger came back and was like, "Hold the fucking phone, you guys. We're not profitable.
slow
We're
down."
not making money
Right.
here. What's going on?" Like he doesn't, like he's cares about the profits, not the storylines and stuff. So he,
Yeah.
that's when stuff started to get axed. That's when stuff started to not make sense. And then obviously the Jonathan Major stuff, like whatever vision they had for the MCU went through a fucking loop. Yeah. So I think this with Doomsday and is 100% a reset. 100%.
Yeah, they had to pivot.
Like I think Doomsday was always a plan at some point, but I think they definitely had to adapt, and then they wanted to keep Secret Wars, obviously. So like, hey, why Doctor Doom, the 2015 comic, Doomsday, and then Secret Wars, like that's how that shit happened. So
Are we saying, and also this is, again, going back to Brand New Day, like the fact that Yelena is in a few different scenes, right? Talking with Peter. That's the way that Spider-Man gets involved with Doomsday, correct? Like They make the jokes of like that small
big potato stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that small potato. That sounds like meager potato. Like that's how she calls. She's got to come out. She's got to reach out to him, right?
That does
Like
seem
Spider-Man's
like a through
got to
line.
be in this, correct? And the fact that they also set up within Brand New Day, Peter getting more powerful and his powers evolving, and I think which also gets into the mutant enhanced. Like that's a way to like alter it to be like, you know what I mean, to kind of start to fit where they're pushing the story.
Well, you could definitely
don't know.
you could definitely see that because they made a lot of references in Brand New Day about like, should you be doing this? Why don't you let your body do what it's doing? You know, you're trying,
Right.
you know, with Bruce, you know, Banner, like, how do you know what's good or bad, you know, sort of thing. And then MJ saying like, this is really intense, you know, on Punisher ship. And Peter's like, well, what you've been seeing me go through, you know, you haven't been seeing what I've been going through. And she's like, I haven't, you know, noticed that at all, you know?
Right.
Uh, Also, what the fuck are we doing with the Hulk?
Yeah, I mean, based on that movie, guys, I'm super happy that in this movie we find like when's the last time we got to see the full on Hulk in a movie?
2000.
Thor Ragnarok, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was Ragnarok, right? Because he's not in Infinity War, and then it's
I don't think that's
Right.
He
It's
wasn't
somewhere between Smart Hulk and Hulk. For that one, he's more like,
Yeah.
I don't know. He's not just angry tearing stuff
Correct.
apart Hulk
Like-
in Ragnarok. So I think it's before that even.
you might be right, like because like the fact that he gets that big in Brand New Day, you're like, holy shit, when's the last time we saw fucking Hulk look like this?
Avengers.
Yeah, maybe, right?
I think it's
Yeah,
just
but-
Avengers.
Yeah, but Hulk in Thor Ragnarok was still Savage Hulk. He had years of being Hulk, so
So he
it
was
wasn't
learning how to
just
speak
full
and-
rage, you know, at all the time. He finally got to actually like be, because Hulk was only utilized for his rage and anger. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you go.
I would say my only problem with Savage Hulk and Brand New Day was like I was under the impression in the MCU that Bruce Banner went to that Gamma Lab that Tony Stark made him and like fucking got it together with the Hulk and came to a understanding. But I know he made reference that like she broke something in his mind. What does that mean? Hulk's upset. Hulk's angry. You know, so I feel like Hulk feels like he's been repressed for years, and now he finally gets to come out. You know. Also, side note, I think Hulk's the only one that knows who Peter is in this universe.
I was just gonna say that too, and the fact that
separate.
like Hulk was not present
Yeah.
when Doctor Strange did his thing, right? So Bruce Banner is gonna forget about Peter, but like that whole scene, I was just gonna say that, like when he's like Bruce, it's Peter, I'm your friend, like, and that's when Hulk stops. So I have that same theory, is that like the Hulk knows who Peter Parker is, but Bruce does not.
No.
I do also think that obviously they took him after all that happened. I think the next time we see the Hulk, he's in prison essentially with the damage control. You know what I mean? What they're gonna do with him there has me concerned a little bit, but maybe they've learned from Secret Wars.
Well, he's got a fucking kid.
Yeah, who's been mentioned once.
We've seen him Scar once.
From what I understand, Scar is still around. Like I think he's gonna be with some of these new casts. I don't. It's another one of those storylines that like they introduced and years have gone by and we have not done anything with it.
Not as long as the Celestial thing, but
No,
it's getting there.
They don't even reference the Eternals.
No.
Like that's like that movie just never happened. It feels like, even though that seemingly is going to be a major part of what they're doing with the X-Men introduction.
Who knows?
Yeah, because like Sentinels are going to start getting made out of adamantium. Like they start to evolve so that you can't take them out. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I've read a rumor that there's possibly a solo Hulk movie in the pipeline somewhere.
Maybe the rights for a Soul Hulk movie are still with Universal, to my understanding.
Are
so
they?
who knows?
Okay. Well, I mean, you got Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope Universal can look. If that is true, I hope Universal can look at the success of Spider-Man and be like, it is
Hard not to when it's
possible.
the most popular movie of this year.
Yeah.
Worldwide.
Yep.
Yep. Quick too.
When you have look at the amount and you see the B to start billion, you know, I think you're gonna consider it at least. But
Well,
I don't know.
and I agree. And the fact that like the Hulk has been introduced in so many of these movies, because it's like those of us that read the comic books, there are a lot of issues in which Spider-Man's fighting the Hulk, Punisher's fighting the Hulk, which was fucking awesome to see in Brand New Day.
Yes, it was.
Finally, he's like, I should have brought a bigger gun. What are you gonna do? Tickle him to death? Like,
I
like,
love that Punisher
I love-
Spider-Man, man.
the big brother little brother
Yes.
dynamic in that movie makes me so happy to watch.
You just say that because you don't want to fight the Hulk? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, dude. He's like, yeah, you are you are out of your depth. It's like, yeah, dude.
I'm not
You
exaggerating.
are.
I'm not exaggerating.
You shouldn't be here.
I'm not exaggerating when I say I have watched Brand New Day 6 times.
I've seen it 3 times
I love
now.
it so much.
I'm twice.
So good.
I do, and man, like they fucking nailed just Peter being Peter
Yeah.
when he's
Yes.
fighting everybody. Like when the hand jumps out of him, he's just like,
That's so
so
cool.
cool.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, guys, this is a great comic book movie. This is exactly the kind of banter that would be happening. But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot that you can do with the Hulk in which there's a lot of cameos similar to Spider-Man that people can show up. Wolverine. I mean, everybody has fought the Hulk.
Can't
in
imagine
some
you're
way
gonna
or
get
fashion.
Harrison Ford back.
Yeah, that might be tough.
He likes
So
money,
my-
though. I don't know.
That's true.
true.
But
That's true.
I have a feeling if we see Red Hulk again, it's just going to be Red Hulk. We're not going to get a third casting of
Yeah, probably.
I would agree more than likely.
William Hurt and then Harrison Ford. But there's that. I mean, fuck, I don't know. There's so much they could do. It like, isn't Tim Blake Nelson rumored to be back as fucking what's his face?
Abomination. Oh no, that's
No.
the
That was Tim Roth.
Dr. Stearns, right? I forget his villain name, but it's Samuel Stearns.
Brainiac.
Maybe.
Was it Brainiac?
I think he was being set up as Brainiac, or
Well, he's in a post credits as Brainiac.
Yeah, because it's like, yeah, he gets infected with Bruce's blood in the Edward Norton one, right? And
Yeah.
then his brain starts to get bigger.
But I thought he show up in She-Hulk?
He showed up in the Falcon Captain America movie, right?
That's
Like
what it was.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
in Brave
he
New
was.
World. Yeah, he was the the main villain, like
Yeah,
in that movie, essentially. And
Yeah.
and at the end of Brave New World, I believe he like made reference of like something's fucking coming, like
Yeah. I would say
Yeah.
there was something at the end that I couldn't. I mean, I've seen that movie once, and that was
Yeah.
enough.
yeah. Saw it once. I'm fine with it.
yeah. Post credit says an imprisoned Stearns warns Wilson of an oncoming attack from other worlds.
So I don't know. You could see him again. I mean, Tim Blake Nelson is, I'd say, the underrated version of Sam Rockwell.
I could see that.
Tim Blake Nelson's an
100%
incredible actor
in everything he
in
does.
every single thing.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm curious what they're gonna do with it. I need to see more. Right. I've read so many of the X-Men comics that like how they're gonna start introducing mutants and what they're gonna do with the MCU, what stories they're gonna tackle first. I am fascinated by how they're gonna do it. Because like if you watch the X-Men First Class movie, the one that we already have, like it's got good points for sure.
I don't mind it.
Yeah, I mean it's a I enjoyed the movie. I do think it's a good movie. I don't think that's necessarily what the First Class for X-Men is.
No.
I don't remember Mystique being such a large part of it. So
Well, yeah. Capitalize on fucking Jennifer Lawrence.
exactly. Bring Rebecca Romaine back every so often. I get it, but
Still, I mean,
yeah.
they fucking nailed Magneto and Charles with McAvoy and Fassbender.
Yes.
So
Yes.
those were the highlights of
Yep.
that mini franchise.
I would agree. I also like Nicholas Hoult as Beast.
Also,
Hank.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Another
He's
actor
just
who
great.
just nails
Yeah.
it in everything. he's in.
Everything. Yeah, absolutely everything. So
A lot of fun stuff. Were there any other bigger Marvel announcements?
I mean, no. I mean, they showed a Vision Quest trailer. Right?
Okay.
So
So
I know you guys watched that, and that's interesting of what that's going to lead to essentially. Like what is Vision doing? Obviously, he's fighting some internal demons of some sort, and then they're alluding to his son, not the one that was not Wiccan, right? That was
the other one, Billy.
yeah,
Billy?
the other one.
from Agatha all along, but like his other son, and how that's gonna come into play with that. But clearly, from the trailer, like he is back at Westview. Essentially,
That's what it looked like,
I
but
still haven't watched it yet. I was gonna watch it after we were done recording.
yeah, no, I mean it's not. I can see what you're saying, Chris. Like, because I just watched it before we started recording.
Yeah.
I'm unsure, right? And kind of to bring it just a little bit back to Brand New Day. Like, you watch the trailers for Brand New Day, and then you watch the movie, and it's like you guys did your Marvel, pulled the wool over my eyes. Like
Yeah.
You made it seem like the Hand were a big part of this movie.
Yes, they did.
they're in a montage. Yeah. It's like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah,
you did
2
it again.
sequences. That's it.
Yeah. The Hulk's not even in Infinity War, you liars. Like, it's that. It's like, you
Good.
fuck. Yeah, exactly. So it's
first
like,
of
I
all,
don't know
You're
what they're doing.
You are wrong. Hulk was Infinity War, just not a lot of Hulk. He was at the beginning. He got his ass kicked by Thanos.
Oh, I guess that's true. He's right at the very
That's
beginning,
why he
and then he
stopped.
just
That's why he didn't come out, because he got his ass
never mind.
destroyed by
Never
Thanos.
mind.
He's like, I'm not coming back. I don't need this smoke.
Hulk,
Oh, you're right.
Hulk don't want smoke.
Yeah, I forget about the first 5 minutes of that movie. Him and Loki gone. They're like, okay, bye. Heimdall.
Heimdall gone.
So yeah, I don't know. I mean, and then also obviously, I know Chris, you were telling Adam about it a little bit before we started. The whole Hugh Jackman, Ryan Reynolds right off camera, talking about if they need help for Doomsday, but it's like everybody knew that you guys were in this movie. I don't know how much you're in this movie, but I don't need an announcement or some secret. Like, you're bringing Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen back, and like all of the previous X-Men characters are in this, seemingly.
How
No shit, you're going to be in this movie.
how many times are we gonna have to see Charles Xavier die
No shit.
Well,
as Patrick Stewart?
like he's definitely gonna die.
At least once more, apparently.
I am absolutely positive that the entire X-Men old cast, including Gambit, they're dead after Doomsday. They might be in Secret War. It would make sense if they were in Secret War potentially. But I don't think Wolverine and Deadpool are going to be in Doomsday big. If they are, it's going to be small. I think they are going to be in Secret Wars though.
Yeah, 100%. Katie and I were theorizing a little bit this morning, and I said I think that Wolverine and Deadpool in Doomsday, and I could be wrong, are going to be like akin to Captain Marvel showing up in Infinity War. Like, it's at the very end. Oh, hey, these guys are here too. I just hope that, you get to Endgame and Captain Marvel's barely in it until the end.
Yep.
I hope that doesn't happen with these characters, nor would I think that would happen. But then again, you've, like you said, you got like 28 people in this movie, so some people are going to need to get screen time.
Well, and this is
more
the
so than others.
Second, like, jokey thing Ryan Reynolds has done, because he showed up to Comic-Con
The
dressed,
denim suit.
dressed in the
as
denim
yeah,
suit.
yeah.
Which, if you look at the colors, it's jean gray. He's wearing jeans,
yeah.
and it was
Yep.
gray. So
Yep.
yeah, it would make sense why. I feel like you're probably correct on that. Like, I don't think they're gonna necessarily save the day like Captain Marvel did, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I think that they're going to show up and be like, "What's going on?" And then it's gonna be, is that Wolverine gonna show up? Is that gonna be the same Wolverine from the X-Men, like from Xavier and them? Is that the same Wolverine? I don't think so, right? Because the Wolverine from Deadpool and Wolverine is from a universe where they all died, right?
Yeah, so I think that yes, you're correct. The Wolverine that we have in Wolverine and Deadpool, that Wolverine I think is from a comic book, a line in the comic books in which that Wolverine kills every single superhero, supervillain in the world. He kills everybody in the Marvel universe. Because there have been a couple characters throughout the history of comics that have gone through and just killed everybody. Deadpool's also one of those characters. Mm-hmm. But Wolverine is definitely one of those characters, and I think that's the Wolverine from Wolverine and Deadpool.
You think he killed everybody?
He says it in the movie.
I don't recall.
Like when he's sitting there. Yeah, I mean, I've seen that movie.
I know that he said
times.
He does say it in a bar.
Because I thought he said like he went away, and then like when he came back, everyone was dead. Like he was a coward.
When he's saying that to Cassandra Nova at the end of that movie. Okay. He's like, no, he was telling X-23, right? Like when I came back, they did some mutant killing, but when he's talking to Cassandra Nova, he's like, I killed them all, and he's like, and not just the bad ones. He's like, I just started killing. I didn't want to stop.
Murdered everybody.
Like, I just wanted to kill everybody. So he turned the whole world on the X-Men. Like everybody looked at him like, you just killed everybody. That's who I think that character is, which I think is a powerful like redemption story for a character that murdered Captain America in his own universe, right? Yep. Like murdered everybody. Doesn't matter. So it is not the same Logan that is, that Patrick Stewart and everybody have been around for sure. Yeah. But I think there is still a story there of like, I do think Professor Xavier, Jean Grey, those of them that can actually see into your thoughts, they are going to know who he is.
Yeah.
But at the same time for him, it's like, oh my God, my family's back kind of a thing. Like, here's my family. So I'm interested to see how they're going to do that. But for sure, they are in that one of those movies, if not both. 1,000%. There's no world in which I thought neither of them were in those movies.
Do they recast? No, not recast. Do we get a new Wolverine?
I think eventually. I don't know if it's going to be in this first iteration
for the X-Men movie,
but I think they have to.
I think they do. I am curious how that's going to go over. I think
the love triangle between Scott and Wolverine and Jean has to happen.
Yes, it's integral to their whole story, right?
Yeah. And obviously it's not going to be Hugh trying to hit on Sadie Sink.
No, man. I am curious how they're going to do that because, like, to me, Wolverine as a character, and I want to say I saw Tom Holland in an interview recently say something akin to this, where it's like there are a few characters within the world of like cinema that like I don't know if anybody really wants to touch or try to take the mantle from. Like, who's going to be the next Tony Stark?
Yep.
I don't know how. Like, you're going to be judged against Robert Downey Jr., and that man is Tony Stark.
Mountain.
That is tough. And if you think that's tough, Hugh Jackman's been Wolverine for 26, 25, 30 years. Like, it is... That's a character, like, yeah, maybe you could recast
X-Men
it.
Came out in 2000, so...
Yeah.
26 years.
Yeah, dude.
I think...
I don't know.
Unlike Tony Stark in this instance, I don't think they're in any... rush to recast Tony Stark or anything. I think eventually that's going to happen. But Wolverine, though, if they are going now the mutant saga and going towards X-Men, they have to. Like, there's no shot they don't let one of the most popular and beloved characters not be part of it.
I completely agree with you there. My only issue is they still have Hugh Jackman showing up as Wolverine doing this.
Yeah.
So he's going to be doing it until he's 90. Had he not, you know what I mean? Like, had he not been Wolverine for 15 years now, I think it's a bit easier. Yep. But like, you're still throwing him in there as Wolverine in this universe. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just curious how they're going to do it for it to be successful.
Yeah.
and not, be like, ugh, that's not Wolverine. That's not. Whatever.
I would imagine with Doomsday and Secret Wars, we are really going to say goodbye to Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. I think that is it.
as we should.
Yeah, as we should. And
I was ready after.
It's the easiest way out.
Yes, I was ready after Logan, and then
Yeah.
they gave me Deadpool Wolverine. I was like, oh, fuck it, hell yeah, thank you. But like, yeah, you're gonna have to. He's gonna age out. He can't.
yep.
I thought he was already aged out. Motherfucker.
He got the
hits
most
the gym, and
he
you're
got
like,
the most
good
jack for Wolverine and Deadpool.
Oh,
When you look at what his physique for X-Men, and that was considered ripped back to
I
that
know.
yeah. For that first one.
to where he gets for
Dude.
the last couple outside of Logan.
Even in the first three, it's like he's not absurd. Like he gets bigger, I think, in each movie.
Yeah.
But not like it's not absurd. It wasn't until
One of the solo movies.
was it X-Men Origins Wolverine or something? Like by the time
it
you
might
get
have been
to by the time you get to Days of Future Past, you're like, good Christ, Hugh Jackman.
You're just
Holy shit.
dehydrating yourself for a day so all those veins
Yes. Holy shit, man. That's insane. Yeah, and then for Deadpool Wolverine, it was like, dude, aren't you like 56? How'd you do that? Physically, how'd you even do that? So,
Well,
I don't know. They do have to recast that character. How you're going to obviously going really young to join the rest of the cast, but like at the same time, if they are going a little more comic accurate and that whole cast is the first class, Wolverine does not show up for some time.
That's why I was saying like
quite some time.
That's why I was saying like I think they have time. It's not something they have to recast now, but it's something that is definitely in their mind of like who they're like people they're looking at, who they want to cast and stuff. And like, yeah, there's just no world that they can't bring in Wolverine.
I think there's a couple people who are in House of the Dragon. I think that could pull it off. Whenever they decide to bring them back in and recast. But the guy who plays Aegon could be really good. Also, the guy who plays Christian Cole could be really good. That's just my 2 cents.
Yeah, no, I mean, I
look
think
for it.
there's plenty of
I don't know
I
who
think
they
there's
are.
plenty of people out there, that could do it. I'm just curious, like how they're gonna do it. Oh, of
Ideally, you
course,
also get a short king.
yeah. Just do Daniel Radcliffe, guys. I want to see him try to
my
get
God.
jacked.
Daniel
But I mean,
That'd be fun.
it would be great. He's such a great actor, and like I think he could straight up pull it off.
Yeah.
I don't know. That dude's got range. So, but yeah, I don't know.
Really does. I just looked at the time. We gotta get wrapping up. I'm sorry to cut
whoops.
it short.
No, you're good. No, you're good.
Yeah, we could be going for a while on this.
I gotta be
Is the
downtown in
problem.
15 minutes.
All right, so that's the end of the spoiler stuff, guys.
Yep.
So,
At the very end, you can come back for this
Yep.
corner.
Yep.
but yeah, no, I could talk about this all day, like easily.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. 100%.
All right, we're gonna head into this corner. I don't even know how I did that voice last time. Whatever.
It was a unique moment.
We got two from our lovely boy Jeff Allegedly. First one would be at CGY Boys. If humans had to replace one of their body parts with a body part from another species, which would be the best choice? Hashtag Disc Corner.
Technically, we have tails.
Yeah, right.
So
Right.
having a prehensile tail.
Body part.
I want to be like a. I think I'd be like a Minotaur. It'd be pretty cool.
Man, that I'd have so many like neck problems.
You
Your
only
head
get
would be
one.
so
You only get to
heavy.
replace one body part. So you're replacing the head, or you're replacing the feet.
You want hooves?
I guess also depends on what
Man.
Minotaur, because I think there are a couple different versions.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Right. I don't. My first thought was like being able to be like a chameleon, but that's not a body part.
Yeah.
Like that's a part of their like genetics. fuck, man. I don't know. Give me like feet, like I don't know, like gorillas have or something. I can just fucking climb trees really easy.
I'll tell you what I don't
Just
want.
be beast.
I don't want a horse penis.
No.
That seems uncomfortable.
For everybody.
Yeah.
Especially that guy.
Especially that guy. Especially that.
Oh,
That noise will never leave my brain. It is burned in there.
Our next one, Jeff would like to know what TV commercial from your childhood still lives in your head rent free. # this corner. Crossfire. You get caught up in the
You will get caught up in
crossfire.
Fire.
Some GAC commercials.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Want to remember those?
The first one that popped into my head was the fucking dumbass Cars for Kids commercial. But I don't remember how long that's been going, but like
A long
I
time.
fucking hate that song. I
You hate
hate
it
that
so much.
advertisement.
So
much.
What originally popped into my head was the New Milford refrigeration.
Yeah.
Cold.
That's such a good one.
That is a good one.
But I changed it
Oh
to
my
Crossfire because that's like
God.
that. As a kid, I more
100%.
cared about Crossfire than
Yeah.
fucking a
That is
refrigerator
more
repair
nationally
service.
known as well. Everyone will remember Crossfire from across the nation.
Yep.
Only
Yep.
specific people around here will remember.
Local. Yeah.
Cold.
Cold.
But that's it for this corner.
That's good.
Hey, all right. Thank you, Jeff, allegedly, for sending us allegedly a couple questions. If you, our other dear listeners out there, have something on your mind that you would like your favorite boys on the internet to answer, you can send it our way. Head on over to our Discord and go to the Discorner channel and type them on in. And the link to our Discord will be in the description of this episode. Free to sign up. And then also, along with sending us questions, tell your friends, tell your family, tell strangers on the street about your favorite boys over here on the internet. Come get your podcasts. We are on pretty much every podcast thing at this point, from Podbean, Google's podcast thing, iTunes, Spotify. You name it, we are probably there at this point. And then, as always, we have to end every episode with a shower thought from Reddit. And this week's comes from user First Sign of Madness, but it's sign S-I-N, like the math. S-I-N-E. Anyway, they say, vampires would look pretty stupid if they only had one long tooth in the middle of their teeth. That is going to do it for episode 231. Come get your podcast. I've been your host, Adam.
I've been Dustin.
I've been Chris.
And we'll see you next time.